In this section of the video, we're going to learn how to import from an Excel spreadsheet. Whenever we want to import to the information to the database or export, we go to the External Data tab on the ribbon, and we can select the various types of resources that we can import from. In this class, we're only going to focus on Excel spreadsheets and on text files, but you could also import from another Access database or another type of database using a special type of database connection or a few other additional files. Now, what I recommend doing is anytime you want to import, you should probably look at the source file first, even before you pull it and start pulling it into Access. So what I'll do is we'll open up this dundermifflin.xlsx file in Excel spreadsheet and see what it looks like. And we can see that, oh, okay, well, it's got a last name, first name, address, city, state, zip, phone number. That looks pretty promising. And we've also got this summary information. So we've got a summary of where these prospects are from. This database or this spreadsheet happens to represent potential sale leads, prospects for our sales representatives. And so we do want to import all of this information in columns A through G, but we really don't want J and K in there, because that'll, those are summary information. We can calculate that if we want in our database. And so here we actually have a named range already specified that is a subset of the Excel spreadsheet. That's what we want to import. We don't want to import the entire sheet, just that particular named range. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll close out our Excel spreadsheet. I don't need to save it. And let's go and import on our External Data tab, Import from Excel, find our file. So it'll be in the same folder. There it is. There's our file. And then we have a decision to make. Do we want to import the data into a new table in the database, or do we want to add it, append it, to an existing table? Well, in this case, we already have a prospects table, which represents our sales leads. And so we're going to actually append it to that prospects table. But if we wanted to create a brand new table in the database, we'd just click that box. So we'll hit next, and then we have to decide on if we're importing from Excel, do we want to import a worksheet? And we have a preview down here, and we can kind of see, oh, okay, well, it's got that data, including that summary data, which we don't want. Or do we want to import from a named range? Well, there's a named range that represents those summary information, and here's the named range leads, which represents that named range that only has our prospects, our sales leads. That's what we want. Now, Access already knows that the prospects table has these fields as the headers, and so it's correctly identified those. But in a text file, if we import a text file, we might have to specify whether the first row contains the column headings or not. So we're going to import it to the prospects table. Access will ask us if we want to save these steps. If this is a repetitive process, something you did once a week or once a month with the exact same type of data, we might want to save those steps and be able to just click a button and have it automatically do that for us. But this is a one-time thing, so we don't need to save those. All right. So now we can look in our sales reps table, and we can see, okay, now we have not our sales reps table, our prospects table. And we can go and we can look at all of those new sales leads, these prospects that we've now imported. There doesn't appear to be any thing out of place. We don't have any missing data. The column headings aren't in the tables. There's no errors. Everything looks pretty good. And so that's how we import from an Excel spreadsheet.